A very good morning. Sorry, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much once again for being here. This is just a kind reminder that we are going to be starting the afternoon session soon. But before that, it is my pleasure to showcase you this QR code in which we still need your participation. We still need your answers. For those of you who have not yet scanned and who have not yet given your piece of thoughts, please do so. We have the QR code right over there. You can just scan it and answer the question. This is needed for our second panel session for today later on. Once again, here is the QR code for you to scan. We need your piece of thoughts, your answers right here. And this is for the next panel session to come. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll begin soon. Thank you so much for your patience in waiting, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to start in about 10 minutes time. Once again, we are going to be starting in about 10 minutes time. Thank you so much for your patience and apologies in the delay. I would just like to remind you to please scan another QR code. This is for the second question. In your opinion, does leadership in your organization generally prioritize employees' well-being? So once again, while we're waiting, we have about 10 minutes to spare. You can scan the QR code showcased right here on the projector and answer this following question. Thank you so much. Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the afternoon session of the Safety Forum 2026. I hope the lunchtime has recharged you well as we are ready to begin a very special segment of today's Safety Forum, Digital Poster Competition Award Showcase. The Digital Poster Competition, which was held from 13th to 11th of May this year, was designed to inspire creativity among the younger generation while promoting awareness on workplace safety and health. Participants had the opportunity to creatively convey safety and health messages in line with this year's world theme. Through initiatives such as this, it was hoped that a safety-conscious culture could be nurtured from an early stage within the community. And with that, we would like to invite the top 3 winners up to the stage to briefly share the inspiration behind their posters before the announcement of the winners. In no particular order, may I firstly invite Yang Mulia Muhammad Syahrul Nizam bin Haji Abdul Muluk to please come forward up to the stage. Let's give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity. My artwork focuses on the contrast between a healthy work environment and a stressful one. I divided the poster into 2 sides to visually show how workplace conditions that directly affect an employee's well-being, motivation, and performance. On the left side, the environment is brighter and more positive. Elements such as striving together, better future, and project complete team effort represent teamwork, support, appreciation, and a positive workplace culture. The employee's expression is calm and happy, symbolizing how workers can thrive when they feel valued and supported. I also included the award trophy to represent recognition and achievement that come from a healthy working environment. On the right side, the atmosphere becomes darker and more stressful. Notes such as a high workload, tight deadlines, back-to-back meetings, and little time to recover represent common psychosocial risks that many employees experience. The tired facial expression and posture reflects stress, pressure, and burnout. Small details like the crumpled paper and coffee cup further emphasize exhaustion and mental fatigue. The split in the middle symbolizes the thin line between a positive and negative work environment. It highlights how the same person can experience very different outcomes depending on the support, culture, and expectation within the workplace. For the overall design, I use contrasting lighting, colors, and mood to help viewers emotionally connect with both situations. My main message is that organization should not only focus on the productivity, but also prioritize employee well-being because a supportive psychosocial environment helps both workers and organization grow together. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Such creative digital poster we have seen right here from Yang Mulia Muhammad Sharhul Nizam. And up next, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite up to the stage Yang Mulia Nur Kistina Rahima binti Haji Khairul Abidin. Let's welcome her with a huge round of applause.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Shena for this opportunity and for organizing this meaningful event. My name is Nur Kistina, and today I would like to briefly explain the concept behind my digital poster. The main symbol in my artwork is the tree. To me, a tree represents growth and well-being. Just like people in a workplace, the way a tree grows depends on how well it is cared for and supported. That is why I decided to divide the tree into two contrasting sides to show two different working environments and their different outcomes. On the right side, I use brighter and more vibrant colors to represent a healthy and positive environment. This side includes values such as respect, support, balance, and growth. I also included speech bubbles with phrases like "well done" and "let's do this together" because simple words of encouragement, appreciation, and teamwork can positively affect someone's motivation and emotional well-being. Even small acts of recognition can make a person feel valued and supported. In contrast, the left side uses darker and duller colors with a wilted tree to represent a toxic working environment. I included words such as stress, burnout, isolation, pressure, and toxic culture to show how unhealthy workplaces can negatively affect a person's mental health and overall well-being. When employees constantly feel unsupported or overwhelmed, it can impact both the individual and the organization as a whole. I also chose to use a 3D style illustration because I wanted the poster to feel more engaging and visually alive. The 3D elements help attract attention and make the message easier for viewers to connect with. Overall, my artwork aims to remind people that when workers feel appreciated, respected, and supported, they are able to grow and thrive together with the organization. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Fantastic digital poster we have seen here from Yang Mulia Nur Kistina Rahima. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, the last but definitely not the least, may I please invite up to the stage Yang Mulia Abdul Muiz Safiuddin bin Sherin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum, everyone. First and foremost, thank you, Shena, for this opportunity. So this is my poster. What inspired me to create this design is basically from the Shena poster themselves. With the puzzle piece there, it reminded me that a thriving organization is like a complete set of puzzles, where every piece matters. It's specifically telling that a thriving organization requires all the 6 core values that I've mentioned there, such as trust, communication, respect, in order to create an ecosystem where everyone can feel supported and they can do what they are good at with the support that can help them excel. With all the pieces interlocking to each other, we can create a healthier workforce, a safer workplace, higher performance, stronger teams, and a more resilient workforce. The highlight here is that when we commit to these 6 essential pillars, we ensure that everyone will feel at home and at peace. So why don't we start creating an environment where everyone can feel that they belong there and not feel like they're a stranger. That is all from me. Thank you so much.
All right, we put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Yang Mulia Abdul Muiz Safiuddin bin Sherin. We have seen the 3 posters laid out. Each is created with a lot of thoughts behind it. And now it is time for us to be able to know the winners. With that, for the prize presentation, it's a huge honor of mine to invite up to the stage Yang Mulia Tuan Haji Muhsin bin Haji Ahmad, the Chief Executive Officer Shena, up to the stage. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to firstly begin. The winner for the third place is Yang Mulia Abdul Muiz Safiuddin bin Sherin. Incredible, coming home with $400 gift vouchers. Here is our third place winner, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, I would like to announce our second place winner, Muhammad Shahrul Nizam bin Haji Abdul Muluk. Ladies and gentlemen, our second place winner coming home with $700 gift vouchers. And we have come to the champion of the competition. May I please invite up to the stage Yang Mulia Nur Kistina Rahima binti Haji Khairul Abidin. All right, thank you so much. May I please ask our champion and also Yang Mulia Tuan to please remain on the stage. We are going to be taking a group photo together with the other winners. May I please invite them up to the stage? Once again, we give them a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to our amazing winners. And also thank you so much to Yang Mulia Tuan Haji Muhsin for giving out the prize presentation. Now, without further ado, we would like to proceed.